Driving around Avondale Estates, it's hard to miss Tom Almon's place. Tom's a man who definitely knows which way the wind's blowing. He should. He makes windmills. His yard is dotted with his work. Splashed in bright colors, they spin and twist. On one, a little Dutch lady is furiously churning butter. For 37 years, Tom was a baker, and he told me he made at least a couple of million pounds of fruitcake. When that got old, he retired and picked up his heritage. His family's been making whirligigs for 3 generations.
Well, there's nothing to it much. It all comes out of the head, and you just got to put your idea together and make it balance.
What's the toughest part of it?
Well, I guess the toughest part is cutting the petals and tails out of the aluminum. I cut all this aluminum. Everything's done by hand, you know. And if you make, say, 1,000 windmills, you can imagine how many petals has been cut out. It takes 8 petals to each windmill.
Mr. Almon takes a lot of pains with his windmills. Every piece has to fit just so. And before they leave him, they have at least 3 coats of enamel. It's not a hurry-up proposition for Tom. He works when he wants to, takes his time, and makes sure everything fits together. He doesn't want anyone who owns one of his windmills to be dissatisfied.
Well, I get a lot of pleasure out of it. I meet a lot of nice people, and just people from all walks of life, and you don't know where the next customer's coming from, or where they're going to be, you know, from different places in the country, from Oregon to California to Texas to Miami, even to Honduras. And it's just surprising.
Well, other than looking pretty, what good are they?
Well, they run the molds out of the ground, and they give you direction of the wind, and they also looks good to the eye. They're relaxing and enjoyable.
Well, do you think it's still important for folks to know which way the wind's blowing?
Absolutely. Sometimes Johnny Beckman misses.
So Tom Almon's going to be in business as long as the wind keeps blowing. With the Windmill Man of Avondale Estates, this is Andy Johnston.